Hey, Dr. Brett here. So we're back and we're in the process of doing questions and answers because many people find it helpful.
Hey, so how are you today?
I'm good.
How many clients did you have already?
Just 2 this morning, early.
You ever find any of your clients frustrating?
Sometimes. It's a very challenging job doing psychology and coaching because you need a pretty high level of patience and some of it's repetitive, and there are some times when people are really stuck, and if they're stuck their energy can be very, very heavy, and sometimes they want you to sort of lift them, and to a certain extent I can do a little bit of that, but I like to help people. What I say is I spot the bar, they have to lift the bar themselves. I lift the bar in my own life. In other words, I do things for me that are really helpful and positive.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right, so how do you put that into normal people's lives? When they're feeling depressed, when they're feeling like, the world is coming to so many different things.
It's not coming to an end, is it?
No, so many different circumstances with Obamacare and medical care and all of these things, and Christmas and New Year's, and
it's complex being human at this point.
It's complex being human.
With TV and video games and 12,000 choices, right? It's not so simple anymore.
Exactly. I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, we went to visit family and every TV in the house was on, and every room in the house. And it's incomprehensive to me because we have one TV.
We have one TV for a reason, right?
Yeah, well, we like to meditate and, really
we don't want to
enjoy
overdo
things.
TV, because if you do, it's like the internet or video games. If you're overdoing something like that, television, internet, you're being caught up. And it can almost become an addiction for a lot of people. I think, the average American is watching 4 or 5 hours of TV a day or something even higher.
Right.
And that is not necessarily a good thing. In fact, it's actually a bad thing. Getting more passive.
And that's where I get with how do you get, when you get frustrated with people, because people more relate to a TV commercial or a TV show or, does that hinder you when you're trying to, because a lot of these people go home and they watch TV, right? Maybe right after your session, or they
I hope not. Because I'm doing it, I hope not. I'm spending a lot of time coaching people and teaching people how to do what I call the fundamentals of life really successfully, right? So you pay attention to what you eat, so your diet matters, right? If you're eating healthier, that helps a lot in terms of your mental states, in terms of your creativity. I help people really develop some kind of exercise routine where they're doing some kind of exercise almost every day, if not every other day, because that, you feel better, you're releasing toxins in your sweat, and you're less likely to need medications if you're exercising. And then I'm helping people meditate. Almost everybody that I coach learns how to meditate, because meditation is just an amazing vehicle for letting go and changing your brain chemistry in such a way that happiness becomes greater and anxiety and fear become actually less.
Cool. So that's how you deal with frustration. Not only yourself, but other people out there. In ways of dealing with frustration.
Well, sometimes you're expressing yourself, right?
Okay.
There are times when, when self-expression matters. Other times when you could try to express yourself all day long, no one cares, so you're doing it for you, right? So self-expression is a wonderful thing in general, but it doesn't always work. That's why sometimes you just got to go for a run, right? Or meditate, or talk it out with yourself, or write it out, right? Sometimes writing your thoughts out, that can have a lot of value. Helps you let go.
It does. I do that. I write my thoughts out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and you
Awesome.
can't read them because you might get upset.
Me personally, or you out there?
Maybe them out there. I don't know. You might find it a little comical going, what? I can't even read this.
Yeah,
This
no
is like
worries.
chicken scratch. But, in lines of dealing with frustration, as I started in the beginning, is, there are certain methods of dealing with frustration, either running or writing it down when you're in the office, somewhere private so that people don't see it, or, doing the meditation. I think those are really great tips for people out there when dealing with frustration.
One last tip is, I really like to help people do things different. If you're doing the same stuff over and over and over and over again, then you're more likely to be frustrated. So if you're in a job situation that feels entirely stuck, and for whatever reason you can't talk to your boss, or you can't even go to your boss's boss, then you might want to start interviewing or looking elsewhere. You don't want to just stay stuck. The same thing in a relationship. If the relationship is not working, then you can either get some help, talk about it, or do something different. Explore the possibility of telling the truth and maybe letting the relationship go. I don't know, but the point is you want to do something different. Same thing over and over, often you get the same results.
All right, well, thanks very much, and I think everybody got that.
All right, thanks so much.